Welcome to Blackolitics. I want to thank everybody for joining. Just have something that's on our minds, and what we want to do is talk to you about it. Today is an open letter to Mr. Michael Jordan, Mr. Basketball himself. It's been a real long time since the Black community has heard from you, Mr. Jordan. I'm sure that you have multiple TVs in those big houses that you enjoy. I'm sure that you see the countless murders in Chicago. Matter of fact, up until this date, up until June 9th, 2016, there's been over 300 killings so far in the city of Chicago. The same city where you play basketball, the same city where you have 6 rings, the same city where you were MVP in all 6 of those championships, the same city that has a golden statue in front of the United Center of you, Mr. Michael Jordan. So that just goes to show that you do have a relationship with the city. The city definitely supported you throughout those years. And again, I'm sure that you have multiple televisions in those houses that you live in. So let me just run off a couple of names to you, Mr. Michael Jordan. I just want to maybe see if maybe you heard of them. All right, let me just put my glasses on so I can read the names. Okay, Katherine Johnson, Sean Bell, Eric Gardner, Rakia Boyd, Amadou Diallo, Kamani Gray, Kenneth Chamberlain, Travaris McGill, Tamar Rice, Ayanna Stanley Jones, and Freddie Gray. And let's not forget Mike Brown. Now, Mr. Jordan, maybe those names may mean something to you, maybe they might not. But those are a couple of people in the last couple of years that's actually been killed unarmed by police officers. And again, I'm not here to talk about, right, wrong. I'm just letting you know that these things are happening in the Black community. So as these things are actually happening in the Black community, guess what else is happening in the Black community, Mr. Michael Jordan? When your Jordans come out in the Black community, the youth and some old stand online all night long waiting for the next number of your Jordans to come out. The same exact city where kids are being killed every single day, slaughtered, murdered every single day, it's the same neighborhood that these kids stand online waiting for your Jordans that usually cost $350 and more. And not only that, Nike only prints a certain amount. So that, guess what? There's only a limited amount. So people have to stand online and fight, push, scream, do whatever it takes because they want the next Jordans. Because they supported you, Mr. Jordan. And guess what? Mr. Michael Jordan, they are supporting you loudly. They are screaming. You can go to the barber shops. You can go to the corner. You can go to work. You can go any place, and when the new Jordans come out, that's always a talk. Yo, you see the new Jordans? You got movie stars. You have athletes. Did you see the new Jordans? I was watching TV one day, and DJ Khaled, he was doing a special about his closet in his house. Major key alert. Shout out to DJ Khaled. And his closet was full of nothing but Jordans. Limited editions. Now, again, he has the money to do that. And the youth definitely will want to follow with what he actually does. Everybody wants to be what the rappers are doing and athletes and everything. But I saw the type of money that he probably might have spent. It's a lot of money. So that just goes to show you the little people support you, Mr. Michael Jordan. The people that have much more money that could afford a collection of the Jordans from day one. I mean, kids are usually standing online from the Jordans 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and now waiting for the next version. And when the next version comes, they're online. They're trying to get them from overseas, whatever the situation is, Mr. Michael Jordan. And guess what? We don't hear from you. Now, here's the thing. If somebody said LeBron James is better than Michael Jordan, somehow, some way, Mr. Jordan pops up on a TV show or some network to be able to talk about, well, no, I'm still the man. I'm still the best that ever it is. Not in those terms, but still talk about his stats. But at this time, the black community is burning. All you got to do is turn on the TV. I mean, protests, we're marching, cops are killing unarmed black men. Retaliation is being sought at the police. It's not good right now. And again, Mr. Michael Jordan, I don't know what we want you to say, but we want you not to whisper anymore. Now, that's not to say that you don't have charities, that you donate money. You probably do. I'm sure you do. And I'm sure you probably are involved with those charities. And guess what? You're probably sitting back saying, oh, I don't want people to know what I'm doing because I don't want the fame. I'm doing it for the love. Yeah, we hear what some of you celebrities and athletes say. They do things behind the scenes because they don't want to publicize it. And you know what? That's all good. In those situations, maybe you might want to keep things maybe on the L a little low because it's for a certain community. That's cool. But at this time, Mr. Michael Jordan, we need your voice. We need you to say something. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, do a prepared statement. Sit down and talk to the black community. Say, listen, I'm with you guys. Maybe I don't agree with everything that you're doing. Maybe I don't agree with Black Lives Matter. Maybe I don't agree with how everything is going. But guess what? If you say something, the same people that's buying your sneakers $350 plus, that made you a billionaire, that made you able to purchase the Charlotte Hornets, that made you available as far as being able to live the way that you live and live the way your kids are going to live, which are, some, African American. At least you can say back to us, you know what? These people supported me since day one, since the day I left North Carolina and went to Chicago. They stand online for me. They stand in the rain for me. They don't switch to any other sneaker because of me. They don't go to Adidas. They don't go to any of the other sneaker out there. They stay with Nikes. They stay with Jordans because of you. So you're going to try to sit here and tell me, excuse me, not me, Blackolitics, in the black community that you can't support them? Now, again, we don't want to upset the gravy train. We don't want to upset your donors. We don't want to upset the people that invest in you to allow you to grow as much as you possibly can. Not at all. We would not want to stop your endorsements because you're Mr. Michael Jordan and maybe you might be scared of that. There's a couple of other people that I see and know and feel that are great that it really didn't bother them. The great late Muhammad Ali, the greatest of all time, took a stand. Did not want to go to Vietnam because of his religion. He took a stand. Now, at that time, he didn't have to take that stand. He could have just did what he had to do, stayed popular, make as much money as possible. He didn't have to do that. But he did. He took a stand. You know why? Because he saw something. He believed in something. He saw that his people wasn't being treated right over here in the United States. So why should I go over to Vietnam to kill people that are not even siding with us? But that was the stand that he took. It took him 5 years to get his life back, but he still took that risk. Look at Jim Brown, the great Jim Brown, Cleveland Browns. Always take a stand, always speaks out. One of the greatest running backs that ever lived. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, basketball legend. Maybe the reason why he's not a head coach today is because maybe he speaks out a little bit too much. But guess what he does? He speaks out. And again, Mr. Michael Jordan, we're not saying you don't do anything. Because trust me, we don't know what you do because you know why? Because all you do is whisper to the black community. It's all you do. You don't speak loud unless it has to do with basketball. And again, we're not saying what you're supposed to say. Who knows what you're supposed to say? But at this time, we need something. So here's what my suggestion is going to be for Blackolitics. And again, are you informed? And this is what this forum is all about. It's about being informed. My suggestion would be, Mr. Michael Jordan, if you can't support the black community loudly, maybe we should stop supporting you as loud as we do with your products. Just a thought. Yo, this is Blackolitics. Thanks for listening. Peace out.